family fans.
Welcome, Rocket League fans. It is Championship Saturday. I'm joined here once again with Treasure. Treasure, we have 3 matches on the bill today. We've got 2 winners, semifinals, and then the championship match. How are you feeling, my friend?
I'm so excited for this. We had some amazing matches through yesterday, so I'm so pumped to be back here for day 2. Everything is spruced up. The venue has been phenomenal. There's so much energy. It's electric out on the floor in that theater where the players are getting down to it. We've had some great matches going. Brawlhalla already coming to its conclusion, and Valorant still ongoing as well, and that has been a fight. But now the Rocket League players are up to bat. Our first match that we've got for you guys today, Geyer and Divine Child High Schools going up against each other right here. And these have been some heavy hitters through yesterday. I'm really pumped to get them back in the seats, back on the screen here. Silas, Bio, and Bubbly were the 3 that we were seeing active through yesterday for the Geyer Wildcats. Jaden Jazzle might make an appearance as well. That's always a possibility. And Divine Child High School, one of the most talked about teams at this event with Peep, You Got 'Ems, and Cookie Monster 2 inside the game as Op. I'm not sure. That is Op, but
Op Bomb, yeah.
Yeah, a phenomenal player. Honestly, I think the one that was their standout performance, maybe of all 6 of the players that we saw from this lineup yesterday. You Got Him, actually, I think was the one that really stood out. Every time is just one of the most amazing goals I've seen all day.
Right. I think that Peep was kind of quiet on day 1. If I'm being completely honest, this is one of the highest rated high school players in the nation. They are a commit to Oakland University. So they are going to be playing in the CRL next year. I mean, because Oakland's already qualified. They've got to go through this for the summer qualifiers, of course, before they get into the actual CRL. But they're going to be there. They're going to be in CCA next season. So really, I mean, I was expecting a whole lot more out of Peep. Maybe today is where they bring the real game. But the other thing is that Divine Child had to get themselves through the lower bracket, whereas we see the Wildcats, not the same. They actually have the better of the record going through here. And, I mean, based upon the aggression that we saw yesterday out of Geyer, they're representing North Texas very well.
Yes, really great stuff that we got to see from these players. We get to actually get a little look at them here on our stage cams that we got up. You see them sitting in lobby, getting ready to go. It's a nice, quiet energy, this focus that they have coming into this one. Just trying to keep a light energy before they get in. These are best of 5s that we're going to be starting off with before we get into finals, where we'll get into that real long endurance match in the best of 7.
I love it. I love it. I've been cracking up here because they finally realized they're on camera. What's up, guys? Hope you guys are having a wonderful championship.
Yes.
Yeah, smile for the camera, say hi to your parents and everything like that. I mean, we're going to see you in game here, but really, I mean, what is this all about? This is about the students right now. This is about playing for a national championship, and they're going up against this Divine Child squad that is, on paper, they should win. But Geyer really showed us some extreme aggression yesterday and really coordinated rotations. That was the other part of it, is that they have great technical and mechanical skill, where we saw, with Westwood, with the team that they beat. It was more of a disciplined approach from them, and I think that their aggression really did play into favor. So we're finally here. Winner semi number 1. Geyer's going to be in the blue, Divine Child in the orange.
Peep right off the bat, moves with that kickoff and gets the ball right up to the net. We have to see our first shot of the day and of the match, but Bio has a comfortable save to start this thing off with. Silas send this to the midfield. Bubbly's not going to be able to quite grab it there, a little bit of an overshoot, but moves it upfield until this is dropped. This is a rough situation of being with 2 players having to go up, but You Got Him isn't able to get to the ball fast enough. Now it's headed back to the orange net.
That was actually a pretty dangerous ball going in there. It didn't look very threatening from the go. Great little touch from You Got Him right there, pushing him through. Bubbly sees him have to go up, get high. Nice little touch off the side there, looking for the carom off the backboard. But we're looking right now. I mean, there is, this is scary. This is scary, so we're looking at it.
All right, nice little cut right there, but it is not going to remove the ball from blue possession. Silas drops in here, gets ahead of the ball, trying to set it up, but the touches are going to end up being a little awkward overall. Not quite what he's hoping for. The ball is sent towards the orange net, but You Got Him just needs a little bit more boost to get up there. Peep is already ready in the midfield, though, so regardless of that follow-up, he's ready.
That is fantastic here, looking from Peep. That's the first one out the gate here. Now I think it's just a minute off the clock. So, I mean, plenty of time here for Geyer to get themselves in here. Maybe a little bit of stage fright, maybe a little bit of early game nerves. once again, these teams have never faced each other before. So we're getting a little bit of this feeling out period, and we'll see what Geyer is able to bring to this this kind of counterattack style that they've kind of adopted here. It's a lot of midfield control. You can see the members of Divine Child holding on the midfield, trying to really garner the resources and guard them. We'll see if there's any kind of a break here. That's a nice little touch going in the corner.
I love that. It's a mix-up on the defense that we're preparing for the midfield pass. You got him getting dunked on, and it's Peep in the midfield. The 1v1, but Bubbly gets out ahead of it. The dive is essential for stopping this goal from coming out. Once again, Bubbly looking to center. Not quite getting the touch, coming back to ground, though.
Yeah, that was great patience, though, from Bubbly. They realized that they weren't going to be able to make a play on the ball, so they rotate back, make sure that there's no pressure on their goal, and now they have the setup once again.
Up, turning on the ball here. Ooh, mixed out by Bio, though, and you got him. Takes the ball up. A demo in the goal. It's not enough, though.
We're looking for Bio right now to get some work done. That is a dangerous ball in front. So much traffic treasure. I don't know how they get out of it, especially with another demo coming through. This is starting to get a little bit frantic. It's starting to get a little bit more tempo, and there's a shot on goal. It's in! Up bomb once again. Or my personal X factor for this team.
Yeah.
You got him. I like Op Bomb. Op Bomb was the finisher yesterday for this Divine Child squad. Yeah, I mean, so keep it going.
A lot of gold to see on this team overall, and great to see them coming out of the gate feeling a lot more comfortable than it looked like they were feeling through yesterday's competition. Still a lot of shining moments from them throughout that competition, but they're so commanding of the field right now, and there's little that Geyer's been able to do to get the ball out of their net for an extended period of time. Still, though, their aggression is really beautiful. Bio doing a backflip here. I'm not sure if that was erroneous or entirely meant as a mix-up. It's going to get the ball back to Silas, though. He doesn't have enough boost to make this work.
Yeah, I mean, but I think the backflip there was trying to fake somebody out and maybe try to reposition the inertia of their vehicle and try to push it forward, but they do get a little bit diffed out. Still, I think we're capitalizing on some opportunities here from Geyer. Geyer really does need to get a little bit better on the finishing, make sure their resource management is good. The thing is, I think a little bit more physicality. I think Divine Child are really going into these challenges full bore, and Geyer's not ready for this level of aggression.
Pete passes to Op Bomb there. Silas gets up and in his face. A little early for the goal to find its way to the net. Peep waiting for an opportunity off the wall. Makes it over 2-3 blue players, but it's not enough. He's still in the play, keeping that pass over to Op Bomb, who's playing aggressively, not able to beat out Bio for the mega pad, though, and it's going to be sent back into the mid.
All right, so we're going to look and see what Geyer, Geyer right now does not look like the same team that we saw yesterday during our
kilter, I'd say.
Yeah, I think there might be a little bit of nerves. That's a great aerial demo, though, and a great touch off the wall. Shot going back in, misses by pixels on the near post. Oh my word, that was almost a hat trick lead.
Down two, and you got him looking to put it in the net. Still going. I've got two players about to spawn on our net to defend in case I happen to miss this.
The waterfall.
Great aggression. It's going to go all the way from midfield. Silas puts the first goal in the net for Geyer, and suddenly this looks so much closer with less than a minute remaining on the clock. It's not too hard for Geyer to bring this one to overtime. That's the light we need to see from them in game one.
Oh, I mean, getting that first goal here in the winners semifinal, everything on the line. You know your season's at stake if you lose. That is something that they can put in their back pocket and build on. Now, do they have the confidence to move forward, or do they try to, just play for a little bit more? Great touch there.
Op Bomb doing so much with zero boost that entire encounter. Getting past two players and getting the pass to Peep. Peep finds a demo.
Oh, no.
Oh, the slow aerial play. The reset doesn't get the flip into the ball, though, and it won't put the ball. A guaranteed opportunity for a point right there. Their teammates are back to a Bio. Amazing. Getting in there just in time to deny.
Oh, my word. I mean, Peep had it on their frame and no dice. Now over the top of the waterfall. Once again, there's the chase going on. Nice little touch off the wall. Bubbly season looking for the touch there. It's going back in front. The little kiss looking for Silas, looking for any kind of a touch to keep it up.
Oh, now it does have to be Bubbly. Getting this off the wall, and we are on 0 hour. This is just going to fall past Silas. Not able to get ahead of it before it touched that faded ground. End of game one in the books. Divine Child taking our early lead, our first game win of the day and of this championship day at HSEL Nationals. And we have a little secret bit of information for you. We actually misled you earlier as far as this being a best of 5. It is a best of 7, so we get much more action. I'm actually really excited for that, and it makes that a lot less impactful for Geyer as well. That's not a terrifying loss in the first game. That's the feeling out period. Like, you really are comfortable in a best of 7, taking a game loss in the first one and getting a better read on your opponents.
Yeah, and I think that, them getting that goal also gives them a little bit of confidence moving forward, and that they were able to pressure down the Divine Child gold there in the last minute is definitely going to play into their favor. That is a wonderful touch for Peep, and Silas once again with the hero save coming through big time once again. Now Silas moving forward, has a head of steam. Little titch goes off to the side, and we're going to see what moves forward from there.
Bubbly moving up the field, trying to find the pass down from Silas. Ooh, and the aggression keeps going. This is exactly what we want to be seeing from our blue side. Geyer, this is where they win off of, is offensive aggression, that they keep going. They have so much ability to keep the reads, and that's what's made them get to this point on winner's side through day 1 as well. And a nice aerial bump as well will stop any attempt at removing this thing from orange half the map.
I mean, look at the aerial play right now. This aerial play is everything that you want. The shot on goal forces a save out of Peep. That is a last-second adjustment to the chassis. Now the error touch going a little bit awry.
No way!
How do you miss that? That was an easy attempt. I think that they both decided that the other was going for it, and they just didn't find it.
That is amazing. Just sneaking past both of them. Neither Bubbly nor Silas is able to get on the ball, and Peep is just doing his normal thing. Just drop it in the corner. It's the hardest spot to be saving from, and if your opponents are going to mess up, you take that all the way to the bank.
Absolutely. I mean, that was a wonderful shot. Nonetheless, Peep might be wanting to take this game over, maybe taking my words personally. There's a shot. There's a goal.
Great capitalization there. You got him making that round right back in. 2 players on the aggressive side. Actually, a pretty aggressive time from Op right there. Op Bomb moving in while both players were rotating back just initially on their own team, but saw the opportunity, and that's the vision that you need in order to allow you got him to get into the net and get a second point.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to see what Divine Child does now defensively. I mean, we got the 2-goal lead here. Just a minute and a half about gone off the clock. So Geyer has time, and I think that they need to get, I think they need to up the tempo a little bit here. I think the tempo up. Never mind. That's a hat trick lead just over the minute 30 mark gone, and we need to see something out of Geyer. Geyer is looking like deer in the headlights right now. They have been punched in the mouth, and they have not gotten back up off the deck.
Yep, that last goal in the corner from Peep, I think, is now fitting into more of a narrative. Geyer's having a hard time this second game. They only lost by a single point on the previous one, and there was a whip from Peep too. Like a worrisome spot to be in, but only 1 point, and now it's just such a different game where Divine Child is taking so much eminence on the map. You got him already positioned for the goal, and there's another opportunity at a goal already for Divine Child. This is the second time that just a bump off the hood could have been pivotal.
Oh, the shot! What a shot! Silas over 2! What a touch!
Not where I expected this rebound to be ending up. This midfield here just over Peep's hood, and Up still trying their best to get in there. It's not enough. A little bit of life back in the eyes at the Geyers High School side. Up ready to catch this, taking it up the corner. Ooh, a little bit of awkward push, just gonna have to send it to the other side, bouncing off.
I mean, it's smart. That's smart for a little bit of a reset. There's
a
shot. Peep with the dash across. I mean, had to use a lot of resources just to save that goal, and it's going to leave him in a little bit of a defensive decline right now. A little bit of defensive rotation outside of what you would normally expect. Now, Bomb pushing up forward. Nice little touch going through. The demo comes through. That is absolutely fantastic from them. Now a little bit of a chase here, looking for Silas to build out of the back.
Bubbly was alone for just a moment there, but now has the ball. Gets it over right to Silas.
No!
Oh, no. Might have pitched this off of the goal line that it was taking just a little bit too high, but he wanted to make sure that there was an opportunity for the save. Peep's trying to slide that in right ahead of the defense. Bio faking on in through the center, and Bubbly positioned off the corner, dropping from the wall, puts another one in, and we have a much better game on our hands now.
Oh, yes, we do, and I think they're starting to find that the aerial path to goal is a little bit easier. And we're also watching that Divine Child's trying to make that holding midfield, and they're dumping the ball over the top. This is going to have to force different kind of rotations out of Divine Child.
Yeah, Divine Child's going to have to stop giving up possession. That's the really big thing. When they're on defense, they're sending a lot of really nice bangs that would get it out against most other squads. But the roster at Geyer is doing a great job of capitalizing on that, and that's exactly what we see from Divine Child High School. Taking an absolute death grip on the ball. Op-Bomb bringing this down, and finally it's just touched away from him. Peep is already ready with 3 players up on aggressive positions, playing first and second. They're off of each other, and there was another volley coming in as well from Divine Child High School. They had the whole play already lined up before it even started.
I mean, they got 2 minutes to get 2 more goals back. We know that they can score now. We know the 1 goal was not just a fluke. The coordination started to come through really heavy here for Geyer, so I think that maybe those early game jitters were gone, but that is a horrible touch. And Op-Bomb, once again, Johnny on the spot, puts it away.
There's no way you got him. Gets this over Bio right here. That is tragic, and Op staying center. A great job now. Divine Child always having a player forward, mid, right ahead of the goal to take advantage of any of these awkward touches that come out. So just these little quirky things that happen, and Bio just getting only the slightest redirection on that touch, trying to take the ball away from the opposition. It's going to be a fatal mistake.
I mean, you got to be clean. You got to be clean here. There is no room for error here in our winner semifinal. Winner of this match, our best of 7, will go through to our championship final and play for their chance to win the national championship. We're about 1:15 away from it being halfway there for Divine Child.
I like this. Drop him back, using the rest of the boost to get on ground and take this into a ground play. Silas even up for the goal after that, but taken away from the defense. Pete playing off the wall, and I think making this a solo play, looking to get the mega pad and try and steal from Bubbly, but it's just not to be. Goal is wide open right now. I'm just barely clearing ahead of Silas. Not enough boost in the tank to get ahead and actually find that flip that was needed to put the goal in net.
I mean, looking for a double tap opportunity. There's a shot. What a set from Peep. And Op-Bomb once again following the play. This is something that I really was harping on yesterday, is that you got to follow the play in. If you're going towards the goal, you got to have a trailer. Op-Bomb has done that consistently all series long.
So we've had a great focus on the Geyer High School offense, but right now what I see lacking is that defensive line. We need faster rotations. There's a couple miscommunications where we see the Wildcats doubling up with each other on one side, one player maybe taking the left side of their goal to try and defend a shot potentially, the second one coming up and going for the boost. And this leaves you doubled up, especially if you have another player starting to rotate back at this point. And while it's nice to have those resources, you're playing too greedy for the long game, and you're putting yourself in a spot where this really solid aggression from Divine Child will always have someone up and ready to take that goal. They're just getting the balls faster than you when you're on defense. You cannot let that happen, Geyer.
Oh man, I mean, last 10-second goal would have absolutely shattered the mental going into game number 3. So,
really
I mean, as it is, I mean, that's a 3-goal defeat here in game number 2. Last second drill here, maybe for a consolation goal to move forward, but there's the ball grounded. And right now, I mean, Geyer's just getting outplayed. And there was something that we mentioned yesterday on stream, is that sometimes the best defense is a good offense. I remember saying that yesterday about this Geyer squad.
Yep.
Defensively, they are looking extremely flat. And they're looking like they're just a bit uncoordinated right now. I don't know if it's a communication issue or if it's a practice issue, if they're relying upon their offense to get them through these games. Because right now, Divine Child has that beautiful, perfect, centric mix of defense and offense, and they know when to go forward. They know when to support moving forward. And then they also have that nice little safety cushion going back into their defensive third. So right now, Divine Child is playing a perfect game, and that reflects in our series score.
Sometimes I see this a lot of the time in teams that actually have a lot of success, is that when you are just absolutely dominate a league, you dominate the season, no one can get up to you. You get your championship. It's so comfortable. Every game was a breeze. And you go into another kind of competition, maybe a different league where you're kind of seated somewhere differently. You're not the head above everybody else. And you start realizing against other structured teams, like you can play ranks, everyone's going, a little bit positive in rank. That's the nature of the way that MMR system works. But when you get into more structured play or against other actual 3-player squads, you see sometimes that unbridled aggression that has been so successful and so easy, buttery smooth all through your season, doesn't quite work out. And you go, Well, what do we do on defense? We don't have the reps on this. We haven't repeated this situation. It's all new because there's just no one that's good enough to force you in that spot, and that's what it feels like Geyer's on. So it's going to have to be some on-the-fly adaptation to get them back into the series at this point.
Absolutely. I think you nailed the hit. Hit the head on the nail. Yeah, there we go. I
nailed the
literally
hit on its knee.
I mean, yeah, something like that. But a save coming out from Bio, though, right off the gate. Shot! Woo! Pete with just a little flick. Little flicky flick in the back of the net. I mean, what is that, 76 kph? So, I mean, it's a 35-mile-an-hour go. It doesn't look like it, but, I mean,
it looks a lot slower than that, really.
It looks a lot slower, but, I mean, that's what the translation is from metrics to standard for us here. But you know what? It's our early goal once again, right about the same time. But there's an opportunity here for Geyer. The ball, the save off the line from up once again. Both sides of the pitch.
Jaden, our fourth member of Geyer, actually, we didn't catch this in between, but we've subbed in a player. I'm not sure who for. I'll catch this. It's not Bio and Silas, though, right? So Bubbly swapping out for Jaden on this round. That's the change that Geyer's looking to make here. It might be able to make that defensive improvement that we are asking for, that we're begging Wildcats for at this point. They need to have something in this game 3. And so far, it's about the same. I'm reading. Peep really showing off in that first goal. It's a really testament to how he can score with so little effort so consistently. When the opportunity is there, he will use the minimum required minutes to go for it. Barely dunked out of this one. And Jaden, they're in the defense. This player coming in and immediately making some impact for the team. Demoing Silas, though, so another defender off the map for a little bit.
Oh, Silas has some boost to work with, looking for the air dribble. Looking for the little bit of a touch there, but gets just, I mean, they were indecisive there in the last couple seconds. That's a dangerous ball in front, and once again, the team comes up big. Bio is really playing well here. We need to see some carry through. Let's see if Jaden's going to come through. Yeah, look at that. Jaden was trailing on the play there, so I think that was something that was missing. Open net.
One?
Almost had their first goal of the championships here, but is denied in the end. Pete with a little bit of resources. What a save from Bio once again.
Just close saves through this game. Both teams put so many shots on in just these first 2 minutes of the round already. No way.
Bomb. I mean, that was just a carry and a dribble. Honestly, I mean, just takes it up.
Over Bio?
I mean,
Jaden not able to get up fast enough.
I mean, that's just a waterfall. I mean, that's just a random neutral touch, and nobody rotated back. Communication breakdown right there for Geyer. So, Divine Child with a 2-goal lead here as we approach the halfway point of game number 3. Should Divine Child win this, and they are up by a hat trick now, they will be on match point and championship finals point.
This is everything that we were hoping to see from Divine Child High School all through yesterday. And despite losing one match, they make their run through. And now that we're in a solid single elimination on day 2, they're no worse for wear, having lost the match that they did the other day. They're on an even playing field with everyone, and at this point, even ahead technically, with another goal going in. Peep just uncontested on the forefront of the team. Bomb just continually sending these amazing setups straight to Peep, and that's the recipe for success at Divine Child.
I mean, this is just dirty. I mean, we did not see this level of coordination yesterday whatsoever. I mean, honestly, Divine Child looked really limp, for lack of a better word. They looked completely deflated yesterday. And, I mean, they came back and won their loser bracket final to get themselves here today. But, I mean, this is a completely different Divine Child team than what we saw yesterday.
I love that right there. Deflecting off the goal, there's a lot of pressure from Geyer, actually, and it was totally finished. I think you got him. Just bouncing the ball finally off of his trunk as he moved out of the goal line, and it was exactly what they needed. Totally shut down Wildcats' aggression. Bio trying to flip this one over, use the wheels to get it in, but it's perfectly set up for Jaden Jazzle. First goal of the series, and I think maybe of the weekend so far in competition matches. So Jaden getting in here and making value. There's still a long ways to go for Geyer. They're 3 points behind, even with this one to boot.
I mean, it's still something to build off of for them. And, I mean, if Jaden can continue to produce, if they can move forward like we like seeing, that's going to be the way to go. So, I mean, Geyer, right now, 2 minutes on the clock. They've got 3 goals to make up to get us ourselves into the overtime. And we're going to be looking at Bio season moving through. They've got the air dribble going through. They're looking for the double tap off the wall. Just a little bit too late on the flip of the chassis there to get it in there. But still, the bounce shot goes through and nothing coming through for them. That is unfortunate for Geyer.
3 blue players offsides right now. Uganda's got an open net, not quite making the shot. That's our second shot of this volley. That could have been it, just mechanically not quite landing on mark. Uganda's trying to get up here and demo Bio, but it's not going to quite land. Jaden can get it back into play.
Oh, I mean, nice little flick there from the front, and they knew that the power was not the way to go. Are they going to try and diff? What a save there coming from Peep once again on the sub, but not done with the play yet.
Ooh, yeah. Bio backing off, waiting for the read. Takes it. It's a 50. It's not super favorable, but the ball does get back to Jaden, and even now to Silas, taking it off the wall. He's looking for a solo play or maybe even a pass. Bio's a little late to it as Jaden's had to rotate out of the play, looking for an aerial cut off, trying to beat to the ball. Silas now defending in the goal line. The demo, though, takes so much defensive pressure away.
Yeah, it's gotten a little bit crusty here, and I mean, look at the shot coming through. Nobody following up once again. They're late in their rotations. You cannot sit back and be passive now. You're looking at going down match point. You've got to throw everything at the wall. You've got to throw all your energy into it. Otherwise, you're going home.
Uganda did a great job there of buying a lot of time for the offense to fully sort of get some more boost to be working with, taking this one across the goal, sending it to Peep, and even deflecting. Whoa, right back to Peep. A pass back and forth, just dropping right before the flip reset and the slow tipping up bomb. And Peep, amazing together here. I think 6 touches between the two of them to get all the way to the goal line. An intricate dance, some amazing stuff.
I mean, that is a beautiful goal. That is a beautiful goal, and that can show the symmetry that it doesn't always have to be about power. It can be about teamwork and be about synergy with your teammate. Now, the 4-goal lead. This game is completely done and dusted. I don't care how many times they score on the bang here, but I mean, for Divine Child, this is looking to be a sweep. Geyer need to take a timeout. Honestly, they need to have a chat with their coach. They need to get the mental reset, and we'll see if that actually happens when we go before we go into our next game. But I mean, Peep and Opbomb right now, they're absolutely having a dream match. You got him is just playing fantastic. Roving player. I mean, you're seeing the physicality come through. You're seeing resource management from You Got 'Em, and you're seeing Opbomb and Pete really connecting in the forward half and really capitalizing on a lot of their chances moving forward.
So if we look at this breakdown here, there's so many shots going out. Both teams actually a really comparable number of shots, with Geyer actually putting in one more, nearly mirrored across the set here. But the saves are also just about the same, with that going the opposite way, Divine Child having one more save, and that illuminates, I'd say, for me, because it's a 5-1 with nearly the same stats on saves and shots. So where's the difference? It's the Geyer defense. We had the swap out for Jaden. Jaden comes in, takes a point, gets the first goal in that game, and the only one that Geyer is able to get. So that's nice, but we really need the defense to be coming out. It's the rotations coming back, make sure we're not double up at all, and just getting speed. We need to also be challenging Divine Child on their aggression, especially in the air. This is where Geyer really excels, is in the air, disrupting plays. That's the defense that they need to be playing, is playing to their strengths, but we're not seeing it right now.
No, we're not seeing it at all. And I think that's the big problem right now, is that they are not playing the game that we saw them playing yesterday. And I think that's more Divine Child imposing their game on Geyer than Geyer not being able to play their game. I think that Peep and obviously Opbomb, I think they're the reasons why we're not seeing Geyer succeed right now. They have just imposed their will on this game, and Geyer needs to change something up. They need a little bit of a spark here. And I think they need to get out the goal or get out the gate with an early goal and put Divine Child on the back foot.
Yeah, absolutely.
There it is. No!
Oh, there's the attempt. But those saves, just so consistent from Divine Child.
Oh my God, Pete!
Sorts of aggression. The double dunk gets Pete into the goal. Another point on the board, and immediately we are just back in the same place as we were 5 minutes ago at the start of the last game.
That is absolutely dirty from Pete. You can see why they're committed to Oakland University now. I mean, now we're seeing the Pete that I know. Absolutely. This is the dominating player that I have come to know the past couple of seasons. And now, you know what? We're going to get a chance to see them in CRL, possibly, next season if they do make the starting squad. But we know that they're going there in the fall. So, I mean, full credit to them. Pete, just a little bit too high. And, I mean, whoa, the follow-up is almost there. And Pete still having a little bit of room here. 5 boosts to work with. Had the flip reset to move through. Waterfall coming through. Nobody on the end of it, though. I'm not sure what the heck is going on from them.
Bubbly here, looking to rotate and aggressive. Stuck in a dicey time on the inside of the goal, but everyone is pushed up on the goal, so there's no one left to back. Bubbly is in a place to cut this one off, though. Off the wall, there's a nice bang. It's going to get caught by You Got Him, though.
I mean, we're looking at a little bit of a move forward. There we go. Silas Season gets we get the equalizer. Just a minute and 24 seconds in. This now, hopefully this is something that Geyer can translate into a little bit of extra momentum. They are tied now, and this is the first time they've been tied other than the start of our series since the first game. So, I mean, game number 4 here, their lives are on the line. A little bit of a back touch here. They're looking for the flip. The Musty, the save from Peep. Oh, my word, that was almost in the back of the net. Here we go, shot on goal. Peep once again.
Yep. Bio's looking to cut this one yet again, stealing a lot of the defensive boost, but going to have to use it all to just get back and keep the play away from the net. It's not going to quite succeed in that, but neither will Divine Child in finding a goal here. Nice pass over to Bio, but it's not going to land.
I mean, I liked it. I like the idea, though. What a cross there coming through. Are you kidding me? Ball down here. You got him. Almost with the bouncy bounce goal, looking like a bounce house here on the pitch. Nice little carry coming through. Almost beat them out. The follow-up is not there. Loose ball coming back in. We're looking for Bubbly on the line. Coming back in for Jaden, by the way. And we're going to see what we can get out of this next rotation. But, I mean, they're absolutely working fine. And now we're going to see what they can move forward. Silas into the corner. Gets the mega boost. I think we need to worry about resource management right now as we cross over the halfway point of game number 4.
I do think Geyer's actually been taking more boost overall, especially in this game. Everything has slowed down a lot. I mean, you look at this 1-1 at the halfway mark of the game. Silas gets a demo, trying to convert that into Bubbly, finding an opportunity to get closer, and the shot on goal from Bio, picked up now by Silas. This is the same kind of continual aggression that, that rolling dive that we get to see from Geyer. But starting to slack off now, especially as You Got Him. Manages to take the catch, and it's Peep going to be taking this one out to midfield. Silas already up, though.
I mean, that was a great pre-jump there and predictive from Peep. So, I mean, we're still going to have this forward pressure moving on. We're looking for the shot on goal. The shot is there. The stuff is there. It rolls across the front of goal, and there was a trailer there. It was just right out of their reach.
So close to the confirmation. Silas putting up a crazy show throughout that entire volley, but it's not rewarded with a point. Still, for all of that effort, we are getting closer and closer to this match point that we're at 1 minute and 20 seconds. Divine Child High School is able to get one more goal and peel away from Geyer. It's just over, and Geyer will have to head home with this third place potential as the best that they can get to.
I mean, still third place in nationals. That ain't a bad place to be.
I wish I was that good at Rocket League.
Right? I mean, they're going to have to save here with 60 seconds left. We are looking for a winner there. There we go. Bio just carries it on the ground straight in the goal.
Yeah, we take these opportunities. That's what this constant roaming and perceptive, very vigilant aggression from Geyer has been working towards over these last 4 minutes, finally finding a lead over Divine Child High School, I think for the first time in the entire series. Peep has actually put in the first goal in 2 at least of these games, I think maybe a third. So, Bio. No comeback has been coming up until Bio gets our back-to-back goals.
I just said that we were at the 60-second mark. Well, in the past 7 seconds, we've had 2 goals, both from Bio, both from the ground. And we know that Bio likes to get up in the sky as well as Silas, but Bio doing a little bit of ground pound right now, getting it done, looking for the contact, and capitalizing on these 2 goals. So we are definitely looking at a possible game number 5 here.
Bubbly moving this one in, back in on this game. Silas takes off the wall, but Peep is already there. I could not speak to where he's going with it from there. Had something else in mind, probably some communication with the team. Silas goes in looking for a pinch from their teammate Bubbly, trying to make it into a better 50. And I think overall it was not a huge win for them, though.
No, I mean, right now this is really favoring Geyer, just the time wasting.
Yep.
A little bit of indecisiveness here from Divine Child.
He's got an opportunity.
Right? I mean, a hat trick win here. I mean, 2 goals over this Divine Child team. They're going to take this and run with the momentum. And yeah, that'll do it right there. 5 seconds left, no chance. And there's the hat trick lead. That's even more of a steamroll here for Bubbly Season and the Geyer Wildcats.
a total reversal on the pace we've been seeing. This is almost the same level as our last game. What was that, 5-1 that Divine Shadow was able to put in on Geyer. Now to 4-1, 3 seconds on the clock. Anything from here doesn't matter. Geyer have secured their spot through this game, and to continue playing in the series, yeah, this thing's just going to roll across 0 seconds. We are immediately back out of here. A little no stand there. Yep. from two of the Wildcats as they find their first game in the series. That's the performance that they're really looking for. You don't want to go out with a whimper in your Nationals run, especially after such a dominant run through yesterday.
I mean, I think they drew the short end of the stick here as far as taking Divine Child in their part of the winners semis, but we would really like to see, what they are going to have up here now, because, I mean, this is a reverse sweep situation. They've got to win every game out here from here on out, and, I mean, based upon that, what we just saw, absolutely. I think that's definitely doable, and, I mean, looking at the pings right now, they're pretty even, so I don't think that we're having any kind of a ping issue here. They may have been playing on West servers. I'm not sure. But you know what? For Geyer, that's the first step. Now you got 3 more. So you got to win 2 here, and then you've got to clutch it out, having expended all that emotion to get yourself to a possible Game 7. I'm getting way ahead of myself here. But I always like looking forward. I always like looking forward to the future, and it's going to take so much stamina.
It's all about playing your outs.
Yep.
All about playing your outs.
Yep.
And that's the only out at this point. You got to go through the fire. You got to go through the flames. You got to find that Game 7 win for a reverse sweep. That's the only way Geyer gets through here. But they have their family, their coach, their friends here to support them on land, and there's nothing that gives you a boost like winning a game on land. You have your people there. You have your teammates right beside you as well. Already, immediate aggression, nearly an own goal. Bubbly putting the first shot on the net, and Silas getting in here, keeping this thing going. You got him body blocking just as they should.
I mean, I like this. I like this early aggression from them. This is the rolling aggression that we've been talking about. And, I mean, you know what? It does leave a little bit for a counterattack.
Oh, Silas just in time.
Silas! What a pre-jump there from the gamer. Gets the save out and gets the clearance as well. Looking for the teammates up front. There is Bio, and he scores on the back of it.
What a bump.
Woo!
That is absolutely what Geyer needs. Once again, the second game in this series where they're getting the early lead. Nice little clear there, but was not ready for Bio to take this amazing shot, and Silas secures it. It's a 3-piece contribution from the Blue Side.
I mean, that was fantastic. I mean, we went from defense immediately into offense, and they capitalized on the back of it. What was it, 42 seconds in? Shot in, Pete.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. It went definitely the wrong way. It can't go wrong. It don't go wrong. It did go wrong. Oh, no.
Yeah, Bio tries to make that last-second adjustment to try a body block Pete, but it was too early of a pre-jump, and it was a little hard. I would not wager often the odds of someone getting ahead of Pete's ball, especially as he's carrying it on. You got him once again, just positioning midfield, waiting for the opportunity to come up. This is how so many of their goals have hit the back of net. Another backflip from the Blue Side, not quite landing on mark.
I mean, we saw 2 very violent pinches, and the last one goes in straight into the path of you got him. This is kind of a deflator here for Geyer. I mean, the first goal was pretty from Pete, but the second one was a little bit more random. I don't think that it was as planned as maybe personally that Divine Child may have planned on. But still, I mean, Geyer have got to be feeling the pinch right now. That they had some great offensive pressure here in the first minute. And, I mean, they just need to go back to square one. Go back to this rolling offense. Make sure that they're getting the physicality again. Because I think that's really what's winning them out. They're looking for the touch here in the center to their teammate. That's going to force some resources out from the Divine Child side. Now can they build up on the back of this? Bioseason's lurking here in the back.
In these last 2 games, Geyer has really figured it out, folding the offense in on the net time and time again, like baking a croissant. They're just folding it in, and we've seen, even with a couple really good clears from Divine Child, we're back once again, the 3rd time already on this volley. Back to the orange side, another clear here. We'll see if Geyer can turn this back in.
No.
But no, they're just punished for their aggression. As soon as you miss a read with this kind of play style, you get punished hard. And an off bomb, doing a great job of doing that, getting well up ahead, and they're doing a great job. You just boost immediately when you see a clear from your teammates. Someone has to go up and position for that goal. You got him, is doing a great job of that. Peep is the forefront of the offense, but you got him is the offense that you get off of reversals. That's where he's getting his points.
I mean, the counterattack from Opbomb, I think that's where you, I think you nailed, or you got him. I think that's where you got him, or wins the battle for your X factor. I think where you got him is in the assists and in the capitalization on mistakes department for this Divine Child squad. I mean, all three have been lethal here today. I mean, Peep has been the most extravagant of the three, but I think that you got him, honestly, for me, has been the most consistent. And Peep, once again, goal number 2, 4 on the game here for Divine Child. We've got a hat trick lead. We're not at halfway point yet, but we're rapidly approaching that 2-minute and 30-second mark.
Bio and Silas, once again, fumbling on the final goal. That is not where we need to be having our misplays. Geyer having a couple of them, and that's the results of 2 of these points that Divine Child has scored on this game. We're halfway through just about on this game, and despite one going Geyer's way, they do need that reverse sweep, so every single one has all of the stakes of their tournament run resting upon it. Silas back, and also Bio can get the hit. Bubbly can't quite get a better redirect, but Silas is there.
That is fantastic, and you saw them circling around waiting for the forward ball to come through, and there it comes from Bio. You look at the little fake there from Bubbles.
It's really good.
Yep, and I mean completely fakes out Divine Child, and that is a goal that was sorely needed. Now, 2 minutes, 17 seconds, 2 goals.
A minute.
Yeah, I mean, this is very doable for them, but they need to get more physical. That's the one thing that I think that was working for them, that why they got their first goal, was a bump in front of the goal. You know, there again, it was a little bit of trickery. Look at the finish right there. Yeah.
You can see the effort was there. Once again, no players left in goal, though these rotations are killing the Wildcats. Divine Child once again re-securing that 3-point lead, and the timer is getting lower and lower with each of these plays.
I mean, Treasure, this is the problem right now, is that they have to throw people forward. Would you be ultra aggressive? Like, this is like in FIFA when you're pressing the ultra aggressive because you're down by 2 goals with like a minute left. They're playing the ultra aggressive style, but that will sacrifice your defense in the end. Open nets are a thing. There's a shot.
Okay, Silas.
All right, Silas back again. So now we're at a minute 45. 2 goals now. So we'll see how this actually goes down. But I mean, 100 seconds, about 50 seconds a goal, 45 seconds a goal, very doable. They've got to get control of the ball. They need to get quick goals. They need to really push the pressure onto Divine Child and make them close this out.
We're 5 games deep in the series. I think that's our first solo flying goal that we've seen from either side, actually. That kind of speaks to the way that both these teams have been playing, and I think that's a chink in the armor for both these rosters right now. I'd love to see some more of these hero plays come out, and that's what Geyer needs. Like you're saying, we have to play very aggressive at this point with so much on the line and so little time to work with. Bio gets the save. You got him not quite finding this one into the net, and Bio has another opportunity, but totally has the ball stolen away. Silas taking up the wall now after another steal.
Oh, the little touch there into the corner. Looking for Bubbles, but I was not around there. Now the trouble through from you got him. Looking for contact, doesn't find it. Actually, a nice little lift there over the top, looking for the Muskie. That's going straight to the goal. There it is. There. Now we are down just 59 seconds left on the clock. 1 goal. We've had 9 here in game number 5. This is our highest scoring game of the entire championships, and we ain't done yet.
No, I think this is just getting started. This minute's going to be an intense one, especially with how much we've picked up the pace in the last minute. Down by 3 at one point. Geyer has kept their heart in this fully. They're playing for their soul. They are playing for their bracket run at every single game from here on out. We're going to keep saying as long as they can maintain their run going. And just 1 point behind with a minute to spare. This is so doable.
They've got to get possession of the ball right now. And all we're seeing right now from Divine Child, time wasting. I don't know if you want to actually give possession to this Geyer team because they are full of fire and venom. Woo, that was almost a dagger. 30 seconds left. 1 goal down. Opbomb needs to either nail this away or keep possession. That's a horrible takeaway, but they're going to survive. Peep is in the back, kind of knuckling up the back line.
That was on. Oh
yeah,
my
that
God.
was on. I mean, Silas is forced to make a save. We're now down to 10 seconds of the season here for Geyer Wildcats. Are they going to be able to score in the last few seconds?
Silas going in. Peep knocks this one away, and Bio is trying to get this to Caesar so that they can secure.
Oh!
Bubbly already up, and the knockdown saves this and confirms the series. Divine Child High School is going to grand finals at Nationals. They've secured their path despite a loss in the early stage 1 of the tournament, and they've taken down the undefeated until now Geyer in a true best of 7. The opportunity was so close, just inches away for that opportunity to keep the run going, but a 3-0 lead to start off with. Divine Child is not messing around today.
No, they're not messing around at all, and they're looking for that national championship here. And I mean, in a 4-0 sweep or a 4-1 win here, I mean, that was pretty dominant out of them. Peep really showing up big today. I think Upbom and you got him. Both of those gamers absolutely lighting it up in support of Peep. And I think, I don't think that it was Geyer that didn't play up to their level. I still think that it was Divine Child imposing their will. I mean, there's a big stratosphere between the two, and we just saw how good this team actually is. Now, we've got, another semifinal to get through, and I mean, whew, time to reset.
Reset. That felt like a grand finals match right there. So we're going to have to lower our heart rates here, lower our blood pressure a little bit as we get ready for DeSoto High School and Putnam Science Academy. We'll be back in a few minutes when the teammates are all ready to go. I know that they're so pumped to be getting in this for another series just like that, so don't tune away.